if you don't know why you're here, you're wrong, right? We're obviously here because of this wonderful, and I'm going to say human, because he absolutely is, right? When I got here in December, this was the first staff NCO I met here other than First Sergeant. And I was just coming off recruiting duty, so I didn't know anything about being a staff sergeant in my MOS, all right? I can just tell you, Walk, without you, I probably would have drowned the first couple months. You were the one-stop shop for anything. And the reason I said human in the beginning is because it never just stopped at MOS stuff, right? Any problem, and I know the Marines are going to say it as well, anything. You were a wealth of knowledge. You were always an ear to listen, and everybody also knows you were always a straight shooter. You never told any BS. You told it how it was. Marine Corps is losing a lot, but I know you'll be around, and I always know you're a phone call away. You'll never send anybody to voicemail. So thank you from me to you. I appreciate you in more ways than I can ever say.
You're gonna have to stand right here.
Most of y'all don't know, but I met Walker, back in 2016? Met him all the way back when he was in Pendleton. From there, me and him kicked it off. Ended up being one of the realest dudes I met inside the Marine Corps and outside the Marine Corps. I met him when we was just leaving the time, just talking trash. And I was like, dang, this is my boy. This is really my brother. From that day, I didn't think I was ever going to see him again. And I checked in here in April, and I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, they done fucked up. They done let us back together. From that point, like I said, y'all know how we are together. We damn near the same person. If y'all don't see one of us, y'all definitely see the other one. If we together, y'all already know y'all going to have a good time, or it's going to be some real good training. Like he says, this is going to be one of the hardest ones of getting out of the Marine Corps. One of the realest ones, like I said, I know. Marine Corps is losing a lot. I'm losing another brother from the Marine Corps. And yeah, this is going to be a tough one, but hey, going to send him out right. Gonna miss you, bro.
Yeah, I came up here. I don't even know where to start, but I'll start from when I first got here. Day one, me and Lou were checking in our alphas. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. He pulled us in there with one of the NCOs, and he's like, you stand over here. He didn't even know my name yet. I was just you. So you stand right here, and I was like, okay. He starts laying into Lou, and I'm like, that's how it's gonna be. But ever since then, like, he's gonna tell me do something, this, that, or third. And I'm like, fuck. But if he's the one telling me to do it, I'm gonna do it. That's the kind of respect I had for him. Like, no matter what it was, anytime they asked for a mentor, I was always putting his name down because that was always my mentor from day one. That's somebody I look up to as a Marine and as a person. So I'll keep it short because I know there's gonna be a lot of people, and I appreciate everything you did for me.
Appreciate you, dog.
Alright, I guess I'll say something every night. So. There's people here, I can't tell what I want to say. Anyway, that's on Walker. Real talk, when I got here on deck, and like I said, we usually had a kind of conversation. I already knew off top we just gonna click. I already knew how things were gonna go. Like everybody said, as a Marine, you are outstanding, hands down. If things went differently, I could see you, going further as a Marine itself. But overall, the biggest thing I see about you is as a person. You are an individual who has a big heart, a golden heart, because you care about others. You care about everybody's well-being. You care about individuals doing great in their MOS. You care about individuals doing great, not just in the Marine Corps, but just in real life overall. And that right there is something you cannot ever take away from an individual. That's something that I personally believe that everyone in here is going to miss. I know I'm definitely going to miss that because you as a person is what made things better around here. As a Marine, like I said, the sky was the limit for you. You will definitely and greatly be missed, and off top and everything, I know you're going to stay in touch with everybody to make sure everybody's still doing what they're supposed to do. So, Godspeed now. Let's go now.
Start by giving this gratitude. I signed this front purposely, right? So people can read the good things fucking I wrote about you. But from day one when I got here last year, right? Same thing, mimic a lot of what everybody else said. But the leadership, the wealth of knowledge the institution is losing is irreplaceable. You're the go-to guy to make things happen. When anything's happen, your integrity and all things related to training, ensure the Marines were trained by the order, right? Impeccable. As well as the leadership and example you set, and making time for the Marines. Can't count the many times I'm trying to figure out something that's going on with the Marine, whether it's your Marine or someone else's. At midnight, you and I were on the phone, 1 in the morning, didn't matter what time it was. We were making shit happen and telling it to happen. So I appreciate everything you ever did, and best of luck in all your future.
I can get my piece out of the way. Staff Sergeant Walker, for me, has been much more than a staff sergeant since I've gotten to ACOM. This man, I mean, fuck the knowledge of MOS and all that, like, this man has saved my life. Like, you have bros that you're fucking up as a person, drinking too much, shit like that, that'll just be like, you're good, bro, let's go have a beer. No, this man fucking told me, like, hey, you're fucked up. All right, I spit in his face a bunch. Like, he helped me, got me out of shit. I still went and did the same thing, and every time I fucked him over more, he came back even harder. Just, hey, you're fucked up. I'm not gonna let you do this anymore, type shit. And I've definitely done a lot of stupid shit, but this man has definitely stuck by my side through all that and forced me to come out a better person and a better Marine, more knowledgeable in my job and how to be a good man. So I thank him for that. The Marine Corps is gonna take a big hit and him getting out of it, but he will be missed.
I'll take my quick piece and then I'll let y'all do your little platoon stuff. Coming back from MSG, it was a shell shock to kind of see what the Marine Corps had started to produce since I was gone. Staff Sergeant Walker wasn't like you guys have already said, like, it wasn't just a Marine with a wealth of knowledge. Like, he was kind of like my sound box as well. And he'd come into my office, complain about, hey, does this look right? Does this sound right? And I used him the exact same way. He was my soundboard. He kind of showed me back into how things were supposed to be done. And he did them the right way. And yeah, the Marine Corps is losing that knowledge, but he's also shown me that example. Like, we were talking in my office about it. You treat the janitor the same way you do the CEO. You're gonna go so far in life doing that. He never treated you like you were a PSC and a piece of shit, or the CEO was something high up on his horse. He treated everyone equal. And that's something that you can take anywhere. That professionalism that he did, he never showed you guys that weakness. He never used it as a crutch. He said, how can I train myself harder and still show you what a staff and SEAL is supposed to do, what a staff and SEAL is supposed to look like. He showed you NCOs. He instilled all those factors into you. He's not leaving. You guys are going to continue reading that route. If you want a good example of what a staff sergeant in the United States Marine Corps is supposed to look like, he did it day in and day out. I hate that he's leaving. I really do. There was a time where it was just 5 staff and SEALs and shit. You don't come across people like that every day. And you know it whenever they leave because it feels like the void's gone. Someone else will step into that void. They'll be that mentor. But, again, like everyone already said, it's already hitting hard. I hate to leave. Just thank you. You like everyone already said, you weren't just a Marine. You're a friend. I don't say that about a lot of people. I greatly appreciate all the talks we've had. You've mentored me as well in life. So thank you for your time. That's the most valuable thing you can get, and he gave it to everybody. So thank you.
Semper. I say, you respect
All right, so being here is nice and nice memories coming back. But first couple weeks I was here, I took you out for a workout, and I knew he was like broken in some way, shape, or form. He was a little bit broken, but it's just me and him, and we go do a Murph. And I was like, "You want to do a Murph?" He said, "Let's do a Murph." I said, "Okay, let's do it." Take off on that run, and he hits like a 4.240 right out the gate, and he breaks himself a little bit more. But we do the rest of the workout, and by the end of it, I was like, "This dude's a monster. Dude is a monster." And then I get their report like, "Yeah, sir, I'm going back on limited duty." I was like, "Damn, that's rough. Probably shouldn't have done that 4.240 right out the gate. Max speed, like." But that's exactly who he was, and I think all of you know that. So I'm not gonna burden y'all with the time of a Chinese opinion. So everybody already knows what kind of man you are, as by the fact of what we see here. So this speaks more about your character than it does about anything else. And that's what I will always remember you for. Man, it's sad to see you go, but happy to say that you were my first staff NCO. Very much appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So I guess I'll go next. When I checked in January, I was a little scared. I didn't pay attention to SATCOM and comm school, so the first day that I actually talked to Staff Sergeant Walker, he sat me down and he's like, "This is all SATCOM." I remember thinking it was like all over the place. The true test of character though was I had something I needed the Marines to do. Told Staff Sergeant Walker. He started tasking out the Marines, and you guys just fucking snapped right in like it was nothing, right? That level of leadership that I saw from Staff Sergeant Walker let me know that I was in good hands. And he's never bullshitted. If something came down and it was just really dumb, he would tell me it's dumb, here's why, here's how we fix it, and I had a real good mentor. So from the officer's perspective, I've never been more appreciative of somebody who not only spoke their mind, but took care of the Marines at the end of the day. Watching you guys snap in when he needed you to, no questions asked, just fucking did it, that to me told me everything I needed to know about Staff Sergeant Walker. Sad to see you go, but I am excited to see what you do in the civilian world.
Okay. I've been trying to build up the courage. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of nerve-wracking for me, but I got here 2022-ish with crate check actually. I was the worst Marine imaginable. Terrible. Just gonna go right off with that. But without this man here, I don't know, I'd probably be in a different place by now. I'd probably end up in the brig. Gonna be completely.
Baby, I love you. Please charge me at 50%.
I was like, I'm the happiest guy now. Back then, I was still kind of happy, but I wanted to murder some people. Like, I was on a whole different time, but he kept me in check. He was the realest guy there. He, honestly, like me, I don't tolerate like someone yelling in my face, and thankfully he didn't. I feel bad because I've yelled in his face, and he was all right. He calmed me down for that, and he's gotten me out of a lot. So I'm thankful, and I'm really gonna miss you. I really don't know what I'm gonna do when you're gone, because I'm already losing my mind. Sorry. Get out.
This is Corporal Romero.
What's up, dog?
Oh my God. First of all, I want to say is thank you so much for being you. You're present for pretty much the entire time I've been in the fleet. And honestly, through a lot of like downfalls that I've had, you were there and you helped pick me back up. And I want to genuinely say that I appreciate you and all the things that you've done. And all the people here, like, this is just a testament to show how many people you've impacted, you know, and all the people that aren't here as well, you know. And if there was anybody in this road, any random person, I would tell them, like, you really need to Staff Sergeant Walker in your life. Because ain't nobody do it like you do. And I want to say, you know, I may not be there now, but it's because God knows I'm going to be there another time, you know. So I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, dog.
Go, but I'm happy for you.
Definitely. Thank you.
One more special guest, Mr.
What's up, man? What's up?
You got me through so much, Staff Sergeant. I don't think I would have ever gotten anywhere without you. You were there when I was at my lowest. You put me through the roof. Like I was only able to put out because you were there. Thank you so much, Staff Sergeant. I'm gonna miss you.
I appreciate you, man.
Yep. Anybody else to look?
I'll say something. I'll say something. When I had first got here, I remember he told me the story. He was talking about how him and Staff Sergeant Reynolds was in the office and they saw me and this man pull up. And they just like kind of pointed out who they was going to take in under their wing. I don't know why, for some reason, this man straight looked at me and pointed at me and said, I want him. But, hey, here we are now.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
I'll say no Diddy. Hey, no Diddy. Nah, but on some real shit though, like,
I already know I done fucked up a lot of times, and every single time I fucked up, this man was in my corner, looking out for me the whole time. You know, there was a lot of real conversations that y'all just had to be there that I had between me and this man. And my voice sound like it's shaking. I ain't about to cry on God. I'm nervous as shit. But it's just really a lot I could say that a lot of y'all already have said, but from my perspective, I just want to say thank you for not just being probably one of the best staff NCOs I ever probably had in my career, but also for being something I never had in my life, and that was a big brother. So I appreciate that.
I want to give my piece. Everyone's touched on mentor, friend, staff NCO, leader. One thing I think I noticed that I didn't expect was your MOS never left you. You're still absolutely fucking fantastic on all the gear, especially the Smart T. When I first got here, you snatched my ass up and we said, we're gonna go get this Smart T figured out. And I was eager to learn, and I did learn. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous for when you're gone, because you're the go-to guy. And that's falling down to myself, Corporal Owens, Corporal Fry. Those are pretty big shoes to fill. But when you get a phone call here in 1 month saying, Staff Sergeant, help me, I know you're gonna pick up, and I know you're gonna help us out.
No doubt.
Thank you.
And I haven't worked with Staff Sergeant Walker for very long, but we already got a gig together, appointments, right? Me and you together. Therapists, we already got like side gigs, you know, we're talking about this kind of stuff, like internally, like something that we just joke around, but you don't ever have a lot of people that you can build camaraderie with, right? A lot of us are friends with him. Yes, we call it rank, Staff Sergeant and all of that, it's just out of respect, right? But at the end of the day, he done so much for us, especially me. I came from SAC where I have nobody to talk to, right? I got a good staff that I can talk to now, to where like, hey, man, this just happened today. I can vent like what everyone can do. You can always vent to him. He's always there to listen. He's always there to mentor you. And guess what? He got some good advice. Advice that he gave, he never let it like ruin your career or messes with your time. That's what I really appreciate, because he does keep his word. When you expect something to be done from him, he's always there. He get it done, right? And he keep you in line, especially the fucking CFD and PFD. I hate when he's around. That's what he expects everybody to do. Push as hard as he would go, but you're like they're dying. Like, hey, I'm done with 116. He's like, F no, you going 120, 125, 145. I'm like, no, I can't. You better get that thing up. Like, you guys know what I mean, right? Yeah. PFT, CFT. But it's just how he is. He have his standard plus more, so he pushes everybody. But hey, I know you're not gonna be at the shop, but guess where I always can count on? Hey, are you getting on, dog? Get that Call of Duty every night.
No kidding.
Hey. You already know. But he might not be here, but like what everyone says, you can always fucking call him. He's always gonna be there. He's never gonna neglect nobody that he have worked with for so many years out here. So I really appreciate what they have done. I mean, I appreciate you, dog. I haven't, I wish I could have worked with you longer. And I'm really glad, I already told you this. I'm glad that I met you at this point, because back then you already know, like you don't get along with a lot of people, but the people that you do get along with respect you a lot. 100%.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Well, as Verdine said, when I got here, I came here fucked up. Straight up, I came here fucked up. Got pulled in the office, uniform was fucked up, didn't shave my face. I came here fucked up. Without this man, I wouldn't be the person that I am right now. Knowledge, trying to be the best person I can. Without him, I would have been fucked up. And I can't thank you enough. So I thank you so much for just being there for me.
Okay. So, as you know, me and this man came together. The very first day that we got to the fleet, we were radio operators, right? First day we got here, GS, and as you know, we ended up coming to your visit. The very first day I got here, you walked up to me and said, either shave your face or get a no shave check. And you see, I took your advice. but also like real, on some real stuff, I genuinely don't believe that I would have been able to get to where I am right now. Especially the corporate, I did not think I was gonna get it after, you know, the situation that happened. I don't think I would have been here without you in my corner like every step of the way. On top of that, I would have not known what to do with any of the stuff outside. Like, I'm happy that I'm able to work on two different sides of like SATCOM in general, like SATCOM radio. I'm happy that I have both of those to work with, and it's thanks to you, Reynolds, everybody like just always being in my corner. But you, as a person, genuinely dude, most funny person that I ever met. And I ain't never really have a pop like that growing up, but you really took that, I'm not gonna lie, you took that step. Appreciate that.
Clancy!
Well, honestly, I wasn't expecting to say anything, but
Hey, you got to say something.
dang. You were like the first person I met when I got here. You're like, honestly, the realest person, one of the realest people I ever met here in the Marine Corps, in 8th Com. Man, a lot of common memories, sorry, but dang. Honestly, I appreciate everything you did for me. Freaking, man. You know. I love you. That's it. That's all I got. I love
Alright, I'll go. I really wish I had came to 8th Com way sooner than I had expected, because I have learned a lot from you in such a little amount of time. I left 1-5 as a corporal, and I went into MARSOC still with the corporal mindset. So when I first checked in, I had Sergeant chevrons on, and I had asked you, what do you expect of me? And you had said, be a fucking sergeant. I just took it and ran. Did I fulfill your standards?
You did.
Happy to hear that. But you taught me a lot as what being a sergeant is. It's not just getting the work done, but it's also taking care of Marines. Like looking around, all these Marines are staying back fucking 55 minutes past 16 just to say goodbye to you and speak a couple of words about you. And that says a lot. Like the amount of respect, the amount of love that they have for you is pretty amazing to see. I really didn't see much back in my old units, especially for a staff NCO, because staff NCOs have their own fucking level. Like we never mingle with them. But I appreciate everything you've done for me, all the lessons you taught me, and I will try to hold myself to your standards.
Big Sarge.
Raw. Coming from 111, it was completely different. Between the phone call that I had with Zario, hearing you in the background, like, who the fuck's coming? Yeah. It was, I was not expecting it to change as much as it did, but you were there to tell me, hey, like, sit the fuck back. Don't do anything until you see how good it is. It definitely saved my career by doing that. Thank you for it, because we both know that it could have gone wrong. And honestly, just thank you for being just a good dude. It's been nice.
Oh, what's up, man?
Well, I mean, everything's pretty much right even said. Stellar Marine, stellar role model. I know for me, along with Corporal last year over here, just God when it comes to the smart team. Definitely gonna miss you coming over here and kind of getting dished out for giving us the updates. But yeah, you've been a huge motivation to me. The baseline is. Bare minimum is the standard, and you only go up from there. You never stopped us from trying to be better, to do better constantly. And something I'd like to do. Thank you, sir, so much.
I'm not saying my shit too. Alright, so I never had you as a staff NCO, and that shows a lot that I'm here. And I see you as a very respectable person. And that's how you know that you've like branched out to almost everyone here. And the conversations I have with you and the shit you say is like that ass real shit. Like it's either gonna be hard as fuck, like it's gonna hit you hard, or it's gonna be something nice, you know, some good advice. No diddy. But yeah, like the conversations I have with you where they changed my perspective on some things, like how I treat people and how I look at people. That's really nice. And you're very knowledgeable on a lot of shit. I don't know how you know so much stuff. It's kind of crazy. And like somebody said that you could just vent to this man and he'll always give you some some advice that you just never understood that could come from this man. But yeah, thank you.
No problem, man.
I gotta say something. I'm not a good public speaker, but I just want to come out and say thank you. Thank you for helping me out and teaching me how to be a sergeant when I first promoted earlier this year. You're a great mentor. You're a great staff NCO, and you really helped me fit into my boots when I first picked up the rank. I did not know what the fuck I was expected of and how to do it, but you taught me how to do it. And you led by example by doing so. You're a great example thus far, and I know you're going to be great to all those around you in this civilian world. I appreciate you.
I remember I got here in 2022. I remember we were still a GS company. There's trans and then freaking not radio. It was freaking oh my gosh, track. It was track what's right. I remember like the first day here, you come in, you screamed out your room. You're like, sit up straight and look at me. And I from the other side of the room go, I stand straight. And you came in there and fucking bitched me out. You're like, don't do that shit again. But I remember like throughout my time here, like I've always wanted to be in your platoon. Like I've always like admired you from like kind of the outside looking in. Like I think you're genuinely like a great human being and a staff NCO. So you set the example even when like I wasn't even. Very missed.
Okay. Oh gosh. Alright, stop server. So, coming from me, someone who doesn't even work in this building, saying that you are by far one of my favorite staff NCOs that I've ever met, it's just, well, you've heard it from everyone else. You are the best. From you just helping me iron my cover to look like yours, which it will never look like that. So you PTing with me during lunch, to you making me rerun my CFT until I get a perfect 300. Like, you just enabled that in all of us to constantly strive to be better. And that is what I've taken from you as like a role model, a leader, and I hope to teach my future Marines that I stay in that one. I'm just kidding, 20. But I just want to thank you for being there and treating me like one of your Marines, even though I work in a completely separate place. So thank you, and I wish you the best in your college journey.
What's up?
First of all, I had to really say that you're one of those staff NCOs that I really look up to. If I would have checked in and got the privilege, like so the that worked with you, I would have been really happy that you were my staff NCO. you still come up to the company office and talk to me and there. I like the fact that you still treat everybody fairly and also keep pushing the Marines to try to do better, push themselves a little bit more. As far as like the CFD, for when you help me monitor, I see you pushing the Marines to do themselves and put themselves up there, hit 300s, know that they can do better when they say they can't. I really appreciate everything you do.
Come on, bro.
Okay, like to my piece. Well, I appreciate you for being my staff sergeant and then my mentor and like this being that I always look up to whenever I work around you. And I appreciate also the fact that your impact you have with all of us as Marines and as human beings. And that will be forever be missed. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
I got time.
Oh shit. I was about to say, I got another surprise coming, so not time yet. Yep. Okay. So, you already know. What? Because, no. Because me and this man checked into this unit at pretty much the exact same time. And we're checking out pretty much the exact same time. He gets out tomorrow, I get out on Friday. But I just want to say, you changed me a lot. Like a lot. Like I don't know if you remember when I first got here, I did not want to talk to anyone. I didn't even look at anyone. I just wanted to be in like my little corner and just not be known. And I remember when I was checking in, you pulled me to the side and you were like, yep, we're going to medical. We're going to check in. And I was scared shitless. Because what I was taught is that we are never going to talk to any of our staff NCOs. So like, I did not know what the fuck was going to happen. But yeah, I mean, you really made me come out of my shell. Put me in leadership positions that I never thought I could do. And I don't know. I don't really work with you anymore, but I'm still gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you coming in, saying like, yeah, fuck you. But yeah, just hit me up on COD though. We're still gonna play. I'm just saying. I still got a surprise coming. So.
Alright, everybody talking about how they loved you, like, whatever. Let me tell you how much I did not like you when I first got here. Like, I don't know. I let other people form opinions about you rather than me forming my opinion about you. And that's why I kind of didn't like you, and I don't know, you're just like big and black and scared of me. I got to know you, I let go of those opinions, and I got to know you myself. And what some of these people don't know is when you were going through your medical stuff, and you would come here grumpy, because I don't know what, angry at the world and pissed off, sit in your little corner for like an hour, come out, and just start joking around and be like, what's wrong with this man? Like, walk in, you would know, like, oh, he's in one of his moods today, so leave him be. He got a little period going on. But
accurate information.
I've got so close to you within these past 2 years that I've been here since I've known you. And if it wasn't for you, I probably definitely would have crashed out by now and hit a bunch of people. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the week that you're not here. It's kind of weird. I have to replace you with this man, but he's not here. But I'm gonna really miss you when you're gone.
No comment.
That's all I got.
That's what's up.
I appreciate it.
That's real. Don't you lie.
Honestly, I'm hearing a lot of they misses you. We can give you back to them. I've had you my whole life.
About the time now, right?
Y'all have to present your
Present the thing.
I got it. Go ahead. I personally want to get you this. I know that they had a plan for their own thing, but I personally want to get you this because that's how much you've changed me since I've gotten here. You've just really been just like the giving tree, just always giving and never asking for anything. So I personally wanted to give this to you.
This one is my design. Everybody loved it. You're gonna hate it.
Yeah, that shit.
Bro, we got.
This kid.
No, you didn't, bro. Stop talking.
You have to read it.
Yeah,
first.
read it. No.
You have to read it.
I'm like,
No, that's too much reading. You know she
Let her
dyslexic.
do
She
her
read
thing.
it.
Let her do her thing. Let her do her
if you
thing.
want me to read it out loud, I will. And I'll let you read it first.
You supposed to.
I'll let you read it first. I'll let you read it first.
Let her do her thing. Let her do her thing.
Hey.